Assalamualaikum and good morning to our beloved lecturer Ms. Nazura and fellow friends. My name is Nikdiana Patricia binti Nik Jamili. My student ID is 2024-2014-84 from BA to 801C, Group 6. Today, we will be presenting about what unemployment is and identify the type of unemployment based on the article. We will also discuss the impact of the COVID-19 crisis on unemployment and its effects on the economy.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anik Kaim bin Khairul Nazim, metric number 2024239872 from BA2801C.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Alia Batrisha binti Muhammad Rusti. My metric number 2024202398.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nura Afika Aminah binti Hairuddin. My matrix number is 2024224176.
My name is Amira Shafika binti Arifin and my matric number is 2024430058.
There are 4 types of unemployment. One of it is frictional unemployment. Frictional unemployment is an individual searching for jobs or waiting to take jobs, soon regarded as somewhat desirable because it indicates that there is mobility as people change or seek jobs. Frictional unemployment is usually a short type of unemployment. Besides that, structural unemployment that occurs due to changes in the structure of the demand for labor, in which certain skills become useless, or the geographic distribution of job changes. This can be a long-term type of unemployment. Next is cyclical unemployment, which is caused by the recession phase of the business cycle. As firms respond to insufficient demand for their goods and services, output and employment are reduced. Last but not least is seasonal unemployment that arises due to seasonal variation in the activities of particular industries, caused by climatic changes, changes in fashion trends, or the inherent nature of the industry itself.
International tourism vital to the winter economy. Tourism is an important sector of the Malaysian economy, and the shock to the sector resulting from the COVID-19 pandemic is affecting the winter economy. Restricting international travel, business operation, and people-to-people interaction have brought the sector to a standstill. The pandemic has left hard-to-heal wounds on the tourist sector growth. Lifting the domestic and international travel restrictions is expected to boost tourism and subsequently also boost the overall economy. The COVID-19 pandemic brought the world to a standstill, with its impact extending far beyond health into economy and tourism. One of the most devastating consequences of the crisis was the sharp rise in unemployment, creating a global catastrophe in every country, especially Malaysia. When government of Malaysia implemented lockdown and movement restriction to control the spread of the virus, countless industries were forced to shut down their operation. Sectors such as tourism, hospitality, and retail were hit the hardest during this catastrophe. Business faced reduced demand, supply, and financial problems, leading to a widespread layoff of labor force, resulting to an untenable job losses. As a company froze hiring and downsizes, fresh graduates and citizens struggle to enter the job market, resulting in the total of unemployment rate skyrocketed rapidly. Type of unemployment based on the article. Based on the article, the type of unemployment described is cyclical unemployment. This occurs due to a decline in economic activity, such as the sharp drop in the tourism caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, the restriction on travel, and reduced demand for tourism-related service lead to the job losses in the sector, directly tied to the economic downturn. As the economy and tourism recover, cyclical unemployment is expected to decrease and jobs in the sector will rebound.
Next, I'll be presenting about data that the Department of Statistics Malaysia has gathered dating back to the year 2020 during the catastrophe. The total rate of unemployment skyrocketed to a devastating 5.3% in May of 2020 according to DOSM, way above the rate of the ideal unemployment rate, which is 4%, totaling to around 826,100 of an unemployed citizens in Malaysia, which took a turn to an economical downhill for the government and people of Malaysia. According to the graph, the total amounting to 826,100 of unemployed person in May 2020 during the catastrophe, according to DOSM, in which it leads to a less spending, slower economic growth, loss of savings, food and resource shortages, and increased poverty to Malaysia can impact to an economic collapse, which is a big no-no. Next, I'll be talking about the gross domestic product (GDP). In the second quarter of 2020, it shows that Malaysia's gross profit product is sharp decline, which is negative 16.9% as reported by DOSM. The contraction was one of the steepest quarterly declines in Malaysia economic history. The MCO, which is the Movement Control Order implemented in March 2020, rewired the temporary shutdown of non-essential economic activities to curb the spread of the virus. Layoffs and reduced working hours during MCO further weakened household incomes and leading to a multiplier effect on reduced consumption and investment. Next is the whole economy of Malaysia. The 15.9% figure refers to the overall decline in Malaysia's whole economy output during the second quarter of 2020 as reported by DOSM. This was a result of the economic disruptions caused by the pandemic COVID-19 and the enforcement of the Movement Control Order (MCO). The nationwide lockdown restricted non-essential businesses, halting production, services and trade activities. It reduced consumer spending as lockdowns, job losses and uncertainty about future led to reduced domestic consumption, further depressing the economy.
Unemployment is a condition where individuals who are capable of working, available to work and actively seeking employment are unable to find a job due to several unavoidable factors in the economy such as economic downturns, mismatch of skills, structural change and external factors. Firstly, economic downturns. During an economic slowdown, business reduce hiring or lay off workers, leading to more people looking for jobs than there are available positions. Secondly, mismatch of skills. The skilled workers don't match the skill required by available jobs, making it difficult to find a suitable employment. Thirdly, structural change. Advance in technology or change in industries can result in certain jobs becoming unnecessary, resulting in reducing employment opportunities in those areas. Lastly, external factors. Events like the COVID-19 pandemic can cause disruption in travel, business operation, and consumer demand, leading to widespread job losses. Ways to overcome the unemployment using expansionary fiscal policy, which is divided into two. Firstly, decrease taxes. Secondly, increase in government expenditure. For decreased taxes, first point is increase disposable income for individuals. When the income taxes are reduced, individuals have more money to spend. The additional disposable income can lead to higher consumer spending on goods and services. As demand for goods and services rise, businesses are more likely to increase production to meet the demand. In doing so, they often need to hire more workers, which help reduce unemployment. Next, second point is incentive for business to hire. Corporate tax cuts reduce the amount of money business must pay in taxes, allowing them to retain more of their profit. With more financial resource, business can invest in expanding operation, developing new products or opening new stores. This expansion typically requires more workers, leading to job creation and a reduction in unemployment. Next, third point is encouraging investment and innovation. Lowering taxes on business, particularly capital gains taxes or taxes on business investment, it encourages companies to invest in new projects, research and development. These activities often lead to the creation of new industries and factors which will contribute in job growth. A thriving, innovative economy tends to create more opportunities for employment. Next, last point is stimulating small business growth. Tax reduction, especially for small business, can have a significant impact on their ability to grow or hire. Lower taxes reduce overhead costs for small business, allowing them to reinvest in their operation, hire additional employees, or expand into the new market. Small business are often a large source of job creation in an economy.
For increase in government expenditure, first point is boosting domestic demand. The Malaysian government could increase public spending on key sectors such as infrastructure. For example, expanding the MRT system or improving public healthcare facilities will directly inject demand into the economy. In the short term, this will have increased jobs and incomes, which will stimulate consumption and demand for goods and services. Next, second point is government stimulus package. In response to the economic challenge such as recession, global trade disruption, or the COVID-19 pandemic, Malaysia has used stimulus package to boost spending. This package typically include cash transfer to low-income households, subsidies for business to maintain employment, and financial support for various industries, especially those that are heavily affected, such as tourism and manufacturing. Next, third point is multiplier effect. Malaysia's government spending could stimulate economic activity in various sectors. For example, spending on infrastructure projects create jobs on construction workers and suppliers. As these workers earn wages, they will spend it on goods and services, which boosts demand in retail, food, and entertainment sectors. The increased income for workers also encourage business to hire more people or expand operations. The last point is encouraging private sector investment. Government spending, especially in the form of public-private partnerships or funding for key industries, can also encourage private sector investment. When the government shows a commitment to large infrastructure projects or other sectors like renewable energy, technology, or healthcare, business may be more willing to invest in these areas.
In conclusion, unemployment is a serious issue for any economy. It creates negative effects to unemployed as they are jobless and suffer from worse prospects to find new job, and those who are employed feel less secure to keep their jobs in future. However, for overall development of economy, governments and individuals has to take initiative steps in increasing the productivity and improving the standard of living.